back with another episode of Cooking Classics. This week I am going to be teaching you guys how to make mini calzones at home using only a few simple ingredients. So if you are ready to get along, wash those hands, get those towels ready, and let's get cooking. For today's recipe, you guys are going to need 8 ingredients. They are going to be some kind of pizza dough. I am going to be using the Pillsbury pizza crust. It is a dough that you roll out and you can cut, or if you're making pizza, you can just roll it out and put it on a pan. You can also buy fresh pizza dough from the store. If you have a recipe to make your own pizza dough, feel free to do that. Whatever kind of pizza dough you can get your hands on, that's what you're gonna use, but this is the guy I'm using today. You guys are also going to need about a half a cup of shredded mozzarella cheese, give or take, depending on how much cheese you like in your calzones. You are going to need about a cup of ricotta cheese. For flavor, you guys are going to want to get some crushed red pepper, some Italian seasoning, and some garlic powder. You're also going to want to get about 1 to 2 tablespoons of butter, depending on how many calzones you make. We're going to melt this. And for once they're all done, you guys are going to want some red sauce as your dipping sauce. If you do not like red sauce, this is 100% optional. I just really enjoy it. So the first thing we're going to do is get our pizza crust. I'm going to open this guy up and we're going to lay it flat on our cutting board. Oh, I should have mentioned, before you start laying out your pizza crust, you're going to want to preheat your oven to 425 degrees. That way, by the time you have all of this stuff assembled and you're ready to put it in the oven, your oven is nice and toasty and ready to go. Once your pizza dough is laid out, you're going to take your glass and you're going to start cutting little circles. I'm going to move these to the side. Now that they are all done, we're going to make some mixture to put in them. You guys are going to take your cup of ricotta cheese and throw it in a bowl. You are going to then take your mozzarella cheese, throw it on top. You can use all of it, you can use a little bit, depending on how much cheese you like, is totally up to you. You're going to take your garlic powder and just give it like 3 shakes of a sprinkle. I'm going to put red pepper flakes in there because I like a little kick to mine. If you do not, this is totally optional. You don't have to put these in. Again, I'm just going to give it a few sprinkles. And if you like Italian seasoning, throw in a few sprinkles. Take your spoon and mix this all up. Once that is nicely mixed, we are going to take our circles that we cut, and we're going to place them on a cooking sheet. I sprayed my cooking sheet with a little bit of canola oil. You guys can line it with tin foil. You can use butter, whatever works for you. But you're going to put your circles on it. If you guys watched Miss Janet's video on how to make empanadas, she did a similar technique of taking the dough and kind of using your fingers to stretch it out a little bit. So I'm going to use that same thing I learned from her that I hope you guys watched. If not, check out her video. It is amazing. So we're going to take a spoonful of our mixture, plop it in there, fold it over, and pinch these sides super closed. So he looks like a nice little half moon. And you're gonna keep doing that until you've used all your circles. Now that our calzones are all shaped and on the pan, we are going to take that butter and melt it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take a spoonful and kind of drizzle it on top of all of them. Then you are going to take your Italian seasoning and sprinkle it all over. Once they are all seasoned and jazzed up, it is time to put them in the oven. We're going to put these in for 10 minutes and check on them and see what they look like after that. As you guys can see, 10 minutes is up, and look at that nice golden crisp we've got going on in these calzones. I am going to get my oven mitt and take them out, and we are going to let them sit and cool down for a few. Now that about 5 minutes have passed, I'm going to take these calzones and transfer them to a plate. Once our calzones are all on a plate, I am going to go over to my microwave and heat up my red sauce. And we are so close to testing them. So close. Alright, so here they are, my plate of mini calzones. Now what I'm going to do is share them with my family. But before we share them, every good cook has to taste what they made, right? I think so. Alright, ready? Oh my god. It's so good. Thank you all so much for joining me for today's Cooking Classics. I hope you guys enjoy these mini calzones, and we hope to see you soon. Bye!